Welcome to Anti-Chats and Tarot. Welcome in Libras. I wasn't intending for this to be a love read, but it keeps coming up in the energy. So let's see what's here for you. Thank you to all of you who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything's going to resonate, so please take what does and leave the rest. Please take what helps you to help yourself and leave the rest. Here we go. Libras. Yeah, love, love, love keeps popping up. Even when I don't want to see it for you, here it is. And it's not that I don't want to see it. It's just that I'm saying to myself, okay, is this what we're talking about? Or yeah, this is what we're talking about. For the wind that blows our sails. Yeah, this is good timing. This is the stars have aligned type energy. What the sunbeams have to show. Ooh, this is noticing the details that are sparkling. Like when you take a look at a river and you see so many things about the river, and then all of a sudden you're just focused in on the glistening on the surface of the water. And it's just, it overwhelms you. Something about the sparkle of this. Yee. Okay, let's grab another oracle. Love. Like you're going to take a look at this person so differently. Or the situation, and then glistening people are going to come into view here in a new way. Might throw you off kilter. A leg up. Did somebody help you? Now you're seeing them very differently in a romantic way. Did you get a message from your divine team? Now you're seeing them in a different way. Okay. Milk and honey. Yeah, you are really crazy about this person. Or they're crazy about you. Wow. Lots of celebration here. Something strong coming out here. All that glitters. Now this card talks about all that glitters isn't gold. So I think that's interesting. We're talking about glittering and glistening. And then there's a reminder of caution here. Yeah, someone actually is sick, but they're not letting you know that. They're pretending they're fine. They're pretending they're a doctor or something, but they're actually sick. They're pretending they help others with sickness, but they are actually sick. Spirit sees all. There's some sort of trickery here. To the sea. You're on a good path, though. You're on a good path, I say again. You are being protected. You're being watched. 3 cards show someone from on high watching. Making sure you're okay and taken care of here and are safe. Also, I'm getting like, are you seeing a lot of orbs? I feel like I'm seeing a lot of orbs in this read here. So passed on loved ones also protecting you here. If the wild ones come with sticks, talks about negative self-talk, watch that. Or negativity, judging others, watch that. Your abundance is in transformative music, walking to the beat of your own drum. Yeah. Don't get down in the low vibing anything. People, situations, stay high vibing. Weavers, watch the dragons fly. Be an observer. Don't get down in the muddy stuff, the low vibing stuff, okay? Let's find out who these people are. We've got a lot of advice on the table. I want to know who the people are for you here, okay? Let's see. Who's the glistening person you're seeing that's leg up energy? 3 of Cups. Somebody in your social circle. Some of you feel like the relationship has grown, or you feel like you can grow with this person. More specifically, I'm hearing it's somebody your grandmother would like. That's really specific for somebody. And you often correlate messages and feeling that your grandmother's around with butterflies and roses. The Tower in the reverse, This ancestor keeps you safe. We see it. Yeah, they keep the towers away from you. This is somebody your grandmother would have picked for you. Or, you know, if it's not specific to a grandmother. An ancestor that makes you think of butterflies and roses, okay? Keeping you safe. Keeping you safe. They might have... When you think about these people that are the glistening ones to focus in on for a love read, you feel like, oh yeah, my grandmother, in my example, would have thought about this person as a good match for me, okay? And you fill in the blank there if it's not your grandmother. Justice in the reverse. Oh, yeah. They're making sure your injustices are taken care of. And man, I think that they're going after it. I feel so emotional here about this. They are leaving no stone unturned where you are concerned and rallying the troops here on your behalf to make sure there is justice here in your love life. Whoa. Okay. Wow. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Because there's been a lot of inconsistency with people that you've dated. There's been a lot of off. It's just off. Like overgiving. It's just off. Not enough generosity towards you in your relationships. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Not enough family help here. When you've been down and out. The Star in the reverse. Yeah, and just really deep sadness here. They are saying no more. Like I said, leaving no stone unturned to make sure that you get your justice. Yeah, losing hope here. Just losing hope in your love life altogether is what I feel. Let's get off of this and let's talk about these people. Who should you be looking for in the way of a love interest that's good for you? Who should you be looking for? Who should our Libras be looking for? Ten of Wands. It's somebody who's had a lot of burdens. They're just about ready to move forward with you. You may not... What's the Ten of Wands? You may not know all the details. You may think they're sneaky, but really they're just trying to wrap some things up that have been very burdensome for them. And they're actually quite a prince or a princess, you know, actually quite neat. They just haven't done much in the way of moving towards you. Four of Swords. So you're not clear on what to think here. The Four of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, they had to come out of some sort of slumber here. They were asleep on you, or they didn't recognize this, and now Spirit's made them aware of this. Yeah, Spirit has lit a fire under them regarding you to see you as the glistening. And then in turn, I feel like you see the glistening in them. Nine of Wands. They know you're exhausted. They're exhausted with love life. But then, like, here you guys make this work. Ace of Cups in the reverse. The Judgment in the reverse. Make sure you are being yourself. Also, they recognize you are just you. There's something here that you're marrying each other. Like you've been in bad situations in the love department. And so, you know, you're not ready to, you don't readily jump at this. Even though it seems to be kind of forming. You know, it's not that you pull back, you just aren't readily jumping. But I feel like they kind of are getting the lowdown on who you are in full, and maybe vice versa. And before, okay, and that's good, because before you felt like you were always playing a certain role. You know, what does this person probably want from me? And then you'd play that. Now you're like, I'm showing up as me. If you like me, fine. If you don't, I'm fine with that too. You know, great. And I feel like with the mirroring, they may be doing that as well. The Seven of Wands in the reverse here. There's a lot of abundance with this connection. The glistening. The stars aligning, where you have, and your ancestors helping you with the justice of this, where you have been maybe attacked, misunderstood, you know, verbally attacked, or otherwise, you know, things just have not gone well in the love life department. Five of Cups in the reverse. Your ancestor is angry about the injustices here. Very angry. Standing up for you in a fierce way. Yeah, no more regrets in this department of love. No more. That's your ancestor for you. Ace of Wands. Yeah, brand new love, brand new interests, brand new passions. No conflicts, no towers, no regrets. What else do we have for our Libras? The World in the reverse. And no people that want to take shortcuts with you, not appreciate you, you know, think you're a flash in the pan, think you're great for a weekend. Silly. I hear this. Silly. You're so much more than that. This is your ancestor saying, done, 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 done with this energy. No more. Someone serious who is worthy of you, or, you know, we're turning this all upside down on its head. It's all about the justice here for you. Strength in the reverse. Spirit's saying here, I believe, you know, some of this had to do with your own self-confidence. So you did have to spend time alone, or time with self, or work on self, so that you could get to a point where you felt more confident. Also, Spirit, I feel, is saying this is the type of relationship that will help you with your self-confidence, because other people were, you know, like your worst fear come to life. They'd leave you. They wouldn't treat you right. You couldn't count on them. Stuff like that, you know, happened to you over and over again. I feel like you're in a much better place now. What else do we have here, Spirit? Three of Wands in the reverse. Think bigger. Think bigger. Expect more for yourself. I feel like that person is around you. Okay, I'm switching up the deck here about the person. Let's get back onto them. They're going to be prosperous. That's something else. Like if you were handling all the finances all the time, or somebody in your past that you may have been married to, now that you're gone, they played it off as if they did you a favor in this relationship. They are completely lost, topsy-turvy, no direction, rudderless without you. Not to go back there, not to feel a certain way about this, just to note that they always played it off like you were lucky to have them, but it was the other way around. And you knew that at the time too. You just maybe bought into this other thing they were spouting. Just a side note. Okay, yeah, Magician. This person is, I feel like they do well with money. They have an ease within them that brings, you know, they're very prosperous. They're abundant. But they also share in the wealth, you know, with others in a loving way. Okay, they are a leader. They're a sharer. They're thoughtful of others. This is how you're going to know them. Okay, and I'm also hearing They are going to have the attributes that you have written down or you have in your mind now of what you will not settle for less. It's this, and I won't settle for anything less. They have these attributes, okay? You're either on the verge of seeing that, or you're starting to see that, or you're going to see that, okay? Tower, you've gotten it twice in the reverse. Avoiding pitfalls here. That's your ancestor. Somebody very spunky, male or female, saying, yep, no more. And right now, I'm stepping up to say no more. You know, I'm not a lip service. It's something like that. I'm not lip servicing anymore. I'm like making sure this doesn't happen. That only good hits you. Only good comes towards you. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Somebody who's great looking. Three of Wands. You got it earlier. It was in the reverse. Now it's in the upright. Your ships come in with the help of this ancestor. Big ships come in. Think bigger, expect better. Work on that self-esteem, work on that self-confidence. I think these are all things you're doing. Yeah. Somebody very regal, royal comes in. But humble too. We got anything else here for our Libras? I like this love read for you. Judgment. You did get it, but it was in the reverse. Now the cards are coming upright. They're repeating, but they're coming upright. You're going to be able to discuss anything with this person and trust them. And what I'm hearing is you're going to feel that. You're going to feel that you can do this. Everything comes out here. Everything comes out here. It's triumphant. You know, the universe feels like they've got skin in the game here. Your guidance, your spirit team. There's a lot of celebratory energy here for this coming together. Final card. Oh, we'll take two. Eight of Cups on its side, and the Ace of Swords. New beginnings in truth. Truthful. You can count on them. Beginnings. Where before it was like, do I walk away from this? Do I stick this out? You know, you never really knew. Am I being too hard on this, harsh on this situation? No, you were never too harsh on the situation. You maybe stayed a little bit too long, okay? Set your boundaries. You're getting better at that now, and knowing what you want and what you're not going to accept and what you're not going to put up with. Putting a crown on your head, knowing your worth. No more question about, do I stay with this or not? But just a feeling of, I want to be in this. Yeah. Totally different vibe. Page of Swords. As I split the deck. Truth. Truth. Your truth, their truth. Truth in the connection. Yeah, let's grab a charm. And an ability to, with the leaf here, or it could be a feather. Again, protection if it's a feather. They look very similar. Or if it's a leaf, the growth of this and growing with a person. Growing in the truth here. That is your message. I love this, Libra. I love this, love this, love this. I hope that you do too. That's your message. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. Please do give me a thumbs up. That really helps the channel to grow, helps me to reach others. Please do utilize the link below for Buy Me Coffee if you feel like this was beneficial for you and you enjoyed the read. Lets me know our time here has been a win-win for both of us. And until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.